just looked at the camera.
Yeah. Ready? Well, I'll just do my own things. 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's DucatiBiker. Welcome to the DucatiBiker Podcast. Today, for our interview and our podcast, we have invited Anthony, the president of the Ducati Phoenix Owners Group, and actually he has invited us into his house because we're going to talk again all things Ducati related, motorcycles, owners group, social media, and here we are for our, I believe, third or fourth podcast. Yeah. So it's great to have you here. Thank you again to invite us in our beautiful home. And I believe we're going to touch on our subject about Ducati Phoenix Owners Group. So a little bit before we get into that, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your personal life, obviously who you are, what you do, and then how you evolved into becoming the president for the Ducati Phoenix Owners Group, and what that was like, the process, because I know there's a few people before you, right? Before I was involved.
I'll get into that, but first I must say I really do like your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Ducati things with, yours as well, and your helmet too. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the Dinoble edition. This is the Dinoble sweater. I saw this at Ducati Amsterdam, and I was like, "Oh, I have to get that." And like, it's not going to fit you. I'm like, "I know. That's why I'm getting it." But yeah, your shirt too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So Anthony Dinoble, president of the Phoenix Ducati Official Club.
We're official now.
All clubs worldwide, from Ducati Corporate. Now we're Ducati Official Club. I'm also a member.
Hey, a member and a president, part of the club, just so we're all clear with that.
So for a little history, for a living, I'm a holistic nutritionist, my wife and I, and we work with people with autoimmune disease and chronic illness, help them get over help them get their lives back.
Yeah.
Let's say it's challenging but very rewarding. We both work out of the house, which is awesome. Gives me a lot of flexibility to do things.
Great.
So how it came to be president,
right.
It's kind of an interesting story. In 2019, I bought a motorcycle, brand new motorcycle, V4 S Panigale, and every dealer is entitled to their own DOC,
right?
To their own club.
Yeah, and ours is Go AZ, right?
Our
dealers,
yeah. It wasn't always.
Right.
So I bought it from a dealer in Chandler, and they didn't have a club, so they approached me because I was friendly with them. They're a great bunch of guys at the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Listen, we have an opportunity for you. How would you like to be president of Ducati at that time, Ducati Owners Club?" And I'm like,
and they reached out to you specifically.
Yeah, they just asked me right there.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Where do I sign?"
Yeah.
So never did it before. I don't even think I was a member of a club because at that time, the Phoenix Club, which was called Arizona Ducati Club, they were kind of falling apart.
Yeah. That's when I heard a little bit about it when I was like 21 and I had my 848, 899, stuff like that. But it wasn't it wasn't a scene. It wasn't a club to where I felt like comfortable of joining or being involved in any part of that.
I would plug in with them once in a while, but they just fell apart. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
So we started a club from zero. It's not like it evolved from them.
Okay.
They're still
from
on
scratch.
Facebook. Yeah, we started from scratch. There's still the Facebook group, but as far as being recognized by Ducati Corporate, they're not because they have requirements. But anyway.
Right. You had to be official through the dealership under the Ducati website and application.
And at that time, since you mentioned it, they were affiliated with Go Easy Scottsdale.
Okay.
So when we started with a dealer in Chandler, and long story short, we built the club really fast. At the time, it was called East Valley Ducati Owners Club.
East Valley, okay,
East
yeah.
Valley.
I remember something like that.
We had a cool logo, and we grew really quick because again, there was nothing, and even the Tucson club was starting to fall apart at the time. So, long story short, we were really and currently we're the only recognized club in the state. Yeah. So things didn't work out with that dealer. We can get into that another time.
Yeah, that's just so interesting how you have to be associated with a dealership, even if they're not like a flag thing. And there's like this balance that we don't have, that we have here in Arizona compared to other flagship dealerships beyond.
Exactly. And it didn't work out. So at the time, Go Easy Scottsdale was still affiliated with Arizona Ducati Club. Right. So we couldn't have them as our sponsoring dealer, so we went to Peoria because every dealer, even though it's Go Easy, is still separate dealers. Yeah. So Peoria was totally up for it. So that's where we started, and that's still that's where my loyalty is. Even though Scottsdale's closer, but they gave me
Peoria was first.
Peoria's first.
Yeah, and I know there's like different guys managing that and stuff like that. It goes through different people.
I think it's a nicer dealership, frankly.
Oh no, I agree.
No disrespect.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
our
dealership.
first podcast was actually up at Go Easy Motorcycles. They have a beautiful bench and everything there, and you could look down at the Ducati showroom, and it makes it feel a little bit more Ducati-ish. It's just on I guess on the other part of town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little further, but
but more exclusive. It's nice. We always enjoy it over there. Yeah.
And so we've just grown. We're barely 2 years old.
Okay.
And just the growth is insane.
Yeah.
Like we're on the 2 members short of 500.
Yeah.
So we'll hit it. What I'm really excited about is to go to MotoGP Austin because they're doing a U.S. President's meeting, and I'm really excited to show up there with over 500 members.
Yeah, right.
That makes us number-wise the 3rd largest in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good start. Yeah, that's a lot. That's impressive, especially doing everything you've done and how you've drawn it from the bottom up to here and how it's become like more of a social thing, how I'm trying to incorporate into it to support you guys. And yeah, wow. So how long has it been? Is it since 2019?
Well, 2019 is when we started the first club, the East Valley Ducati.
East Valley, okay.
Ducati Owners Club. And then we had to change our name because Peoria's not East Valley.
Right, yeah.
So we had to change our name from Ducati Corporate. So the Phoenix Ducati Official Club is just barely 2 years old. And
2 years active, okay.
Say this, I've had a tremendous amount of help.
Yeah.
Like you, Nara.
The people in the community.
Leaders, like the members, everybody's phenomenal at getting the word out and spreading the word.
Yeah.
But I like that what we do, and I don't know too much about the other clubs. I'll find out more in Austin.
Yeah.
But what I like about what we do is we don't discriminate, right? We let anybody ride with us as long as they live in Arizona. Because if you live in New Jersey, how are you going to benefit, right?
Well,
Club out here.
Yeah.
So need to live in Arizona, need to be a safe rider, you have to have a motorcycle and proper gear. Yeah. And you can ride with us.
Yeah, and it's our goal to motivate people to be part of our group and a community, and then also the passion that is Ducati.
Right.
So even if they do show up on Yamaha or Suzuki, we like to encourage them that this is what a proper group ride looks like. These are the captains and the tiers in their community, and we also are huge fans about everything Italian and Ducati related to get them to hopefully want to buy and join and ride a Ducati motorcycle and be enthused. So like I get that's why you don't discriminate. And I know some people are like, I've been told that I discriminate and things like that. And I tell people, I'm like, no, that's just part of the group that I'm in. If you want to be part, you could join and ride. And next thing you know, I mean, I've already influenced plenty of my friends to switch to ride, the Ducati side. So yeah, but it's I think that's a big point as well. But it's also a big point on the captains, like you said, our responsibilities and people who contribute into the Ducati official club to make it feel like there's more going on and things like that. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on, which I think is the most important subject, is now that you've launched the Corsa membership. So tell me a little bit more about the Corsa membership and how how you've unraveled that and why you guys did that in a sense, because maybe you're getting a little too popular. You want to stick to more niche people who want to be a little bit more exclusive versus like you said, the people we don't discriminate against in the club.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So just to clarify, because it can be a little confusing.
Yeah.
So we have a Facebook group, right? There's 710 members in the Facebook group.
Wow. That's everyone.
That's everyone.
All motorcycle people and who wants to join us. Yeah.
With the requirements that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Ducati Corporate doesn't care about that. It's just a way for people to
see what we're doing and share it. Join us, ride a Ducati. See what it's like, hear the sounds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Especially with COVID, people were really desperate to be part of something.
Yeah. No, that's influence. We have to invite those people in.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So then that's pretty much anybody as long as live in Arizona and those things I mentioned before. Then as far as Ducati recognized members, that's where we're at 498.
Wow.
So that you have to have a Ducati. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it, Ducati's the only brand that I know that does this membership I'm going to talk about. They're the only brand I know that does something like Ready for Red.
Yeah.
Where it's free. You can go and see their new models for that year, and they serve hors d'oeuvres and drinks and stuff.
Yeah, the exposition. We love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that owns a Ducati and lives in Arizona and they want to be part of a registered member, they can sign up on Ducati's website, plug in the information about their motorcycle, and then Ducati sends every year. They send us these member kits. Yeah. And they're cool. I mean, they have a member card in there, and they have
Yeah, they make you feel like a part of a family. That's when I get it. You get a little badge, a sticker, a little bracelet saying, "Hey, welcome to the family support." There's a signature by Claudio Dimincali. Claudio Dimincali. Okay, yeah, CEO. Just cut to that. And yeah, it's a really cool letter to have, and it makes you feel like part of the community. But then again, we're more niched.
Right.
We were having this podcast, so we're more niche. We talk about more things, and obviously everyone wants to feel more exclusive. So.
Yep, exactly. So we're like, what if we implement a paid membership? This is the first year we tried it to see how it goes. Implement a paid membership, like you were saying, to have a much more exclusive Ducati experience. So we rolled out the course membership, and there's 65-ish people, and it's going really well. So they get special things. They get a hat, they get special patches and stickers, they get special discounts that by the way, with the regular base membership, we work with 20 plus companies that because we're bringing them volume of people, potential, they give us a discount.
Yeah, like services and things like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So the course members get even more discounts with
right.
So
and again, it's just because they're more active. Course members are like more enthusiasts. We're probably like more riding captains or people looking to be a riding captain that want to be part of the influence because they see everything we're doing online. And that makes sense because just like the event we had last weekend with Josh Herrin, that costs money.
Exactly. And the course membership allows us to, I would just call them the talent, bring in the talent like Josh Herrin, where we can afford to bring him in for the day, pay his expenses, hang out with us, ride with us. So, we're really thankful for all members, but it's the course membership that allows us to do this over and above real high quality event.
Event lifestyle that we have here for the Ducati Phoenix Owners Group.
So that's the different ways people can be active in our community.
Yeah, and how many course members do you have?
About 65.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
We got a bunch a few days right before.
We see that, and that just shows that it works, that you do have more core Ducati enthusiasts that are willing to help Ducati official club to grow, to do more cool events like this. Because again, it's all passion. We all love riding, and different riders and captains have either like a small business or a restaurant or a place we could go to where we could help and share their business as well as their passions with Ducatis. And again, everything we're doing here and everything we're going to do in the future, it's just going to become a little bit bigger. So it's how well you manage those groups. And I think what you've done with the Ducati Phoenix official club now is fantastic.
Thanks. I feel like, it's amazing as time goes on. Like, some of our members are getting in serious relationships, having children. I feel like the father of
right. There's people who be in Connect here and ride and share motorcycles. Have a family and stuff like that, and that's great. And it's so different because it's not that different official clubs or owner groups don't do this, because I've been to many, Europe also here, and they're like maybe a once or 2 month or 3 month like group ride and stuff like that, because everyone is busy, everyone has their own life, they meet up at a restaurant. But here in Phoenix, it's like we're extremely active. Like every week, captain will be like, hey, we're doing this, and like I don't think enough people have time to join all the activities that we have here in Phoenix. So we have that demand in a sense.
I can't even make everything.
Yeah, exactly. There's times where he'll put on an event and he won't even show up to his own event. I don't think I would be able to do that yet. Make a Ducati bike ride and not show up.
Well, I have people that are willing to fill in.
Exactly, and that's a point. The captain,
I can easily make a call or a text to someone and say, hey, I want to put this event on, but I can't make it. Are you able to take care of it for me? And people are really willing to step up. Plus, back to the membership thing, there are a couple of clubs in the country that are paid member only.
That are Ducati official clubs? Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know about that. Well, I think that also depends on how they want to run the club, because I know we do like the fundraisers for the T-shirts and all that stuff for Josh Herrin and the Corsa members, and even just the normal official club when we do group rides and gatherings and like lunches and brunches and stuff like that. But I think at a certain point, which is funny, I was talking to our videographer about this, Nara, is that at what level, when you become so big and you're doing different groups and money is flowing in, how you manage that to where it does become an automated and paid thing, because it's become more than just an official club now. It's like an actual small business. and there's a lot of attention in media and association with brands and dealerships. Like for myself, what I want to do more for the Ducati Phoenix Owners Group, which I'm trying to do with Shark Helmets and Pirelli, is bring out more of their products to the riders and the captains in the groups. That way they could become brand ambassadors, share a little bit of what I'm doing. But also we're all out here risking our lives, riding motorcycles, sharing our passion. So it's nice to be compensated in a sense if we're not getting paid. So there's like this balance of how we could share and do that without maybe the group or club getting too big, where it's feel like it's getting mismanaged in the wrong direction and things will get closed down. Like I've seen some other social media companies that were bike related that they started doing the whole online t-shirt thing, stuff and that, blah, blah, blah. And then they just ended up not managing it correctly and it just crashed. But not that we would have that, but it depends on us, the people and the captains and things like that. So absolutely. I think that's like kind of the future rolling forward. I know I kind of went on a different subject because I always do that if you watch. Okay. But yeah, anything else in the Corsa membership that you just want to cover?
Well, we'll plan on doing it again.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think, every year.
Now that people know what it's about.
Yeah. And well, it's only going to get bigger.
Exactly.
Again, and then every year if you do an event with Josh, or we get a different sponsor, or there's like a track day involved, or we do something maybe, we invite other owners groups to come and ride with us. Just more association. Anything we get associated, whether it's a rider, a captain, or a sponsor, or just more people wanting to join, I think is the most important. And that's why I like capturing interviews and podcasts like this with someone like you who's a president, but also someone who had just joined the Ducati Phoenix group or official club and has like no idea. And, we want to talk to them and influence them in the right way. So a perfect example, I think, is Roland's newfound love, Nicole.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Roland.
Shout out to you two lovebirds.
Yeah, well, just absolutely. I love you guys. You're a great couple.
Ducati.
Shout out to Roland for all the time and everybody. Roland really, for the course events, he really breaks his ass.
Yeah, he does.
I know it. It's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, and he's always flying around doing all this stuff.
He loves it. We all love it.
Yeah.
We're all passionate about it.
Yeah.
That's why we give our time, because our time is the most precious commodity.
Yeah.
But he really goes over and above for these course events.
He does, and he's and I feel like isn't that how he put himself in the position of vice president? Is he came to you and he was like, I want to be more involved. You approached him.
I went to him.
Yeah, because of his involvement and how he was active and kept asking you. I'm sure he kept asking you to a point where you're like, okay.
Plus his experience, his background made sense. If you look at his career, what he does, he was a good fit for vice president.
Yeah.
Because he loves the marketing and the promoting and the Instagram, and he's good with graphics, and it was a really good fit.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I immediately noticed that when I met him and when I was put together, because when I thought I was talking to you online, I was actually talking to him when I moved out here last year and we met up doing that bar.
It's only a year for you.
Yeah, I know, it's been a year. Yeah. Well, since I've been back actively involved with the Phoenix group. Before that, it wasn't here 5 years ago when I was here riding around being DucatiBiker. But now it's evolved. It's something, and it's great. And again, the people, like it's nice to see Roland take that responsibility just as a passion. And again, it's a lot of work, and that's why I said thanks to Nicole as well, because the past event that we just did, she was there, she was texting me saying, Milan, where are you at, this and that, or the boys are coming in, this and that, trying to stage an event coordination, which is awesome, because I love doing that as well. I feel like I do a little bit of event coordinating as well and directing, and that's why I want to do a podcast with Nicole, because she was influenced and is influenced by Roland and who he is as a persona with the Ducati official club, and now she is riding a Ducati Panigale 959 for her first motorcycle. So again, there's this balance where there's like you and me and other people and Razors and Josh Herrin, and there's a beautiful lady like Nicole who is now deep. You are now officially deep in the Ducati Phoenix Owners Club, and it's just another interesting subject to talk about and explore and stuff like that.
My beautiful, supportive wife. She's not interested in riding her own
bike. People behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm sure she helps you all the time. Yeah.
Very, very supportive.
Yeah.
And she got the itch to ride a passenger again. So I picked up a monster for that, and we went out and got her a helmet and a newer helmet, because the old one it was time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Safety
just,
first for sure.
Yep. Just the support from all around. I couldn't be more grateful.
It's nice, and again, that I think almost maybe to wrap it up is a reason why I think the Ducati Phoenix Owners Club or official club is so successful because of the captains and the members and how we all like to associate each other. There has been, there always will be drama or people who don't agree with people. Like, I'm a multi-strada guy and there's Monster and Panigale guys. We all share, a little bit of interest, but maybe not in the same or whatever, and vice versa. Relationships and so on and so other. But I think it's the reason why we're so big, why we keep growing, why we're allowed to do course membership things, why other people want to invite us or us to go out and do different things with them, because we do just in general show a really good point of view of how an official club, Ducati official club, should be.
And people stick around.
Yeah, and people stick around, and we support each other, and there's rescues and all sorts of stuff, and it's it's only going to get bigger. And obviously, with now we're doing a podcast, we're explaining that and now showing it more and more and more, which is a fun thing to do. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. And again, thank you for inviting us in your beautiful home.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, it's so cool. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover or capture about that?
No, yeah.
Any shout outs or things to people you want to say, people, captains in the group or things like that? You can hear from the president now. This is officially the president saying his last statement words. So I'm going to put the pressure on you.
Thank the let me just say leadership team, because we have a bunch and we'll probably need more soon as we grow to help.
Yeah.
But again, the leadership team can't thank you enough. The members, we are in my opinion, the best DLC in the country, at least at the time of this recording.
Yeah, I feel so as well.
Or cocky, but look at our calendar. Look at our stats. Look at what we do.
Mm-hmm. No, we're extremely active. We're good with the community, and we give back a lot. Exactly, and I think, like I said, we're just a great example of what an official club should be.
And real good point. In addition to the exclusive events that we do a lot of stuff for kids.
Yeah.
Back to school.
That's true.
Stuff around Christmas time for the less fortunate kids.
Right.
Kicks for kids. We do a lot of things for charities and especially kids.
Yeah, and I feel like that's so funny because that, in a sense, I feel like was more of the main focus in the events at first, and which it still is, which is great, which we need to remember. There's a lot of non-for-profit organizations and donations that Ducati Phoenix Official Club does for everything he said, hospitals, children's, bike events, toys for tots and things like that. But it's just there's so much involvement.
Yeah,
and there's so many captains that do all that and keep all those things in place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
And then in October we did the ride for the cure for women's breast cancer.
Yeah.
So,
that was great. Yeah, and you guys had the women influencers come out and do that. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And Sarah, I'll see you in a few weeks in Austin.
Right, COTA is coming up, MotoGP of the United States. We're excited for that.
You guys just have to come.
I think we will. With all the right timing and asking people in place, I think that's a possibility. Because again, we would love to conduct an interview with you and everyone who's there, and it's just a scene. And again, that's why we love Ducati. It's a family. Whether you're part of an official club of your region and state or just around the world, Ducati puts on such a good atmosphere for wanting to be part of a motorcycle group and family.
Contagious.
Yeah, it's super contagious. And their bikes are even more contagious. Now we're talking about how good the family is, but just wait till you start riding if you haven't already. So yeah, either way.
That should be on the bucket list, is ride a Ducati.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And again, that's why we influence everyone. That's why we're here too. So yeah, it's cool.
Like, I heard an expression once that I just love. It's probably my favorite expression. All other bikes you start, but a Ducati you bring to life.
Ooh, hey, I like that. That's like for me, when people ask me when I tour and I ride all the time, I'm like, well, 4 wheels moves the body, but 2 wheels moves the soul. Yeah, there you go. That's a deep one there too. That's why I like to ride. But yeah, awesome, man. Well, hey, thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for bringing us here. We're gonna do another one. We're gonna have to do another podcast with a featured person when we do an event, or hopefully it's gonna be at COTA next month. But yeah, more to come for sure. And thank you for your time and everything you've done. Thank you, Anthony, for everything he's done and how he's pretty much in a sense created and brought up a new Ducati official club 4 or 5 years ago, and it's become this worldwide presence now. So yeah, thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
Good team.
All right, more to come. That's a wrap, everyone. Ducati Biker. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button. Comment below if you have any other questions you want to ask Anthony or myself. Make sure you write below, and we will see you for our next podcast.
PHXDucati.com.
Exactly. Follow us there.